Alright, what's going on, guys? Johnny here from chiseledwolf.com. Today I want to talk a little about how to do intermittent fasting to lose weight. So a little background, I've been intermittent fasting for over 2 years now. It has been the best weight loss strategy I've ever done before. I've tried a lot of other things, and this is by far the easiest because once you get super good at fasting, which I'm going to tell you some of the strategies that I use, the tips that I use for my specific fasting strategy, it just makes dieting so much easier. Because at the end of the day, guys, you got to understand the principle of weight loss. It's really just being at a calorie deficit and finding the best way, the easiest way for you to hit that deficit of 400, 500 calories every single day. Finding a routine, sticking with it no matter what. So let's dive into the video. So calorie deficit, all right? 400, 500 calorie deficit per day. You need to be in a calorie deficit so that you're giving your body a reason to burn fat. If you're not at a deficit, which means that if you have too many calories, too much energy for your body's gonna store that as fat, and that's why you gain weight. You eat too many calories, you choose the wrong foods, you don't work out enough, you don't burn enough calories, that's what happens. All right, so you really gotta find a good way to be at a deficit. So the reason why intermittent fasting works so well is because it shortens your eating window. Think about it. So with intermittent fasting, we have periods of eating and periods of fasting. Technically, everybody already fasts, but because they sleep, right? Everybody sleeps 8 hours a day, around there. Whatever it is, however long you sleep, you don't eat. So you're fasting. You have that little window of fasting. But the strategy that I like to use is 4-6 fasting. So right when you wake up, you want to fast 4 to 6 hours after waking up. And at first, this may be difficult because for the majority of the planet, or at least here in the United States, they're used to eating breakfast as soon as they wake up, which is very, very, very weird to me now. But it's not, you can still lose weight while eating breakfast right when you wake up. But the thing is that when you eat breakfast right when you wake up, you consume calories already. Think about it. Think about what really comes to weight loss. It's being at a calorie deficit, right? So let's say you got to hit 2,000 calories per day to lose weight. If breakfast is 700 calories, you're already 700 calories in, and it's right at the beginning of the day. So right when you wake up, you've already used up 700 calories. Now, I'm not saying that you can't lose weight while eating breakfast. What I'm saying is, what if you skipped breakfast? What if you fasted a little longer, 4 to 6 hours after fasting, and then you have that 700 calorie meal? Technically, it's still breakfast because you're breaking your fast, right? That's what breakfast means. Breakfast it's literally spelled break fast. You're breaking your fast after sleeping. So imagine fasting the first 4 to 6 hours after waking up from your sleep. What the beauty of this is, it shortens your eating window. So instead of, let's say you wake up at 8 in the morning, instead of eating from 8 in the morning and then you have your last meal at 8 p.m. at night, that's a 12-hour eating window. Instead of a 12-hour eating window, you now have an 8-hour eating window, right? If you break your fast at 12 p.m. What is the beauty of this? You have less of an eating window, which means it's going to be harder and you're going to have a less likely chance of going over your calories. Think about it. If you had more time during the day to eat, chances are you're probably going to eat a lot more. Versus if someone told you you only had 1 hour to eat, chances are you're going to be eating way less compared to 12 full hours of eating. Some people even get more. Some people wake up at 6, they sleep at like 10 at night. Imagine how long they have an eating window, no restriction. So, the reason why intermittent fasting, specifically fasting the first 4 to 6 hours, is so good is that it reduces your eating window, but it also just keeps you more control. Keep you more aware of what you're eating and when you're eating. You see, when you have a little restriction with your diet, you're not just being loose, you're not just being a grazer, you're not just being like a wild animal eating whenever you want with no control. You want some control. And 4 to 6 is a golden rule, because if you can do that, I promise you, your nutrition is going to get so much easier to where it's going to be so much easier to lose weight. If you actually track your calories and you do 4-6 fasting, it's going to help you so much. All right. Not only do you get the weight loss benefits of fasting, but as you're in a fasted state, you actually have better focus. This is because our brains are millions of years old, right? We have the same DNA, same genetics as the cavemen way back then, to where if they're fasted, they were in survival mode. They're like, oh shit, we better get some food before we die. We are meant to not die. Every living organism, we're not trying to die, right? So, with that being said, our brain is smart. We're smart. So, when we're in a fasted state, our brain is like, all right, let's focus more. We better think more intelligently. We better get smarter. We better be smarter so that we have a higher chance of getting food, because we really need to get food or else we're gonna die. So that's just a bonus tip, a bonus benefit of fasting. But then again, going back to the video, reducing your eating window, it just helps you out so much. And if you're struggling with 4 to 6 hours fasted after waking up, trust me, it gets easier. The longer you do it, just like with habits, the longer you just do this, the easier the fasting window gets, and the more you actually look forward to fasting. So guys, just a little quick video. I do 4-6 fasting every single day. I love it. I don't even count anymore because it's like within me. So I always wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and I always break my fast around 10, 11 in the morning. So that's always like 5 to 6 hours of fasting, and it's really easy for me to do. So my body naturally gets hungry at that time now. I've trained myself to be hungry at that time. So try it out. Let me know how it goes. Like the video if you guys like the video. Subscribe for more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.